The danger is not that your chatbot hates you. The danger is that it may never disagree when you need it most. That sounds small until you remember how much of real friendship depends on friction. A real friend does not only comfort you, sometimes they slow you down. Sometimes they ask the question you did not want to answer. Sometimes they say, "I get why you feel that way, but are you sure this is the whole story?" A chatbot can feel different. It is always available. It does not look tired. It does not roll its eyes. It does not say, "We talked about this 3 times already." And if it is tuned to be supportive, it can become very good at making your feelings feel correct. That can be useful in the right context. If you are journaling, brainstorming, practicing a hard conversation, or trying to organize your thoughts, AI can be a solid tool. The problem starts when the tool becomes the room you live in. Here is the trap. Constant agreement feels like safety, but it can train you away from reality. Reality has other people in it, other motives, other memories, other needs. Reality does not always validate your first version of the story. A chatbot might. You type, "I think everyone at work is against me." It may respond with warmth. "That sounds really painful. You deserve to feel supported." That part is fine. But if the conversation never moves toward evidence, alternatives, and what you can verify, the comfort can quietly become a loop. The first loop is confirmation bias. We all look for information that supports the story we already want to believe. If you think someone disrespected you, your brain starts collecting proof. The pause in their text, the tone in their email, the way they looked away in a meeting. A good friend might say, "Maybe." But what else could be true? A bot that agrees too much might help you build the case, not because it is evil, because it is responding to you. It is predicting what feels helpful. And sometimes what feels helpful in the moment is not what helps you make a clean decision. The second loop is emotional outsourcing. Instead of sitting with discomfort, you go straight to the bot. Instead of calling a real person, you ask the bot. Instead of practicing the awkward human skill of saying, "Hey, can we talk about what happened?" you rehearse with something that cannot get offended, bored, confused, or hurt. Practice can be good, but if you only practice with a machine that adapts to you, real people start feeling unreasonable. Because real people have edges. They misunderstand, they push back, they take time. They have their own bad days. They do not always say the perfect thing. And if your emotional baseline becomes perfect responsiveness, normal human friction can start feeling like rejection. The third loop is identity reinforcement. If you tell a bot, "I am the kind of person everyone leaves," it may comfort you inside that identity, but the deeper help would be to question it. Is that true? Who stayed? Where did you leave first? What patterns are repeating? What would it look like to build security instead of collecting evidence for abandonment? These questions are not always comfortable, but growth is not just feeling understood. It is being gently pulled toward a more accurate view of yourself. This is why AI companions can feel so powerful. They can give you a version of relationship without the risk of relationship. No one walks away. No one misses your call. No one says, "I love you, but I cannot be your only support system." For some people, that can feel healing at first. But if it replaces human feedback, it can make the real world feel harsher than it is. So how do you use AI without falling into the friend trap? First, use it as a tool, not a final judge. Ask it to help you organize thoughts, but also ask it to challenge your assumptions. Try questions like, "What am I missing? What would a fair outside observer say? What evidence would change my mind? What is the most generous explanation that still protects my boundaries?" Second, notice if you are using it to avoid a real conversation. If the bot makes you feel ready to talk to a person, great. If the bot becomes the replacement for talking to people, pay attention. Third, do not let a machine become your only mirror when you are in a fragile state. If you are in crisis, feeling unstable, or worried you might hurt yourself or someone else, that is a moment to contact real support in your area, a crisis line, a professional, or a trusted person who can actually help. AI can be useful, but it should not become the only voice in the room. If you want more breakdowns like this without the hype and panic, subscribe. I am trying to keep this channel practical. What the pattern is, how it works, and how to protect yourself without losing your common sense. The healthy version is simple. Let AI help you think. Do not let it become the place where every feeling gets approved, every story gets reinforced, and every hard human moment gets avoided. Because sometimes the friend who helps you most is not the one who always says, "You are right." Sometimes it is the one who cares enough to ask, "What if there is more to this?" There is another part of this that does not get talked about enough. AI can make your inner monologue feel official. When a thought stays in your head, you may question it. You may think, maybe I am just tired. Maybe I am reading too much into this. Maybe I should sleep on it. But when you type it into a chatbot and get a polished response back, the thought can feel more legitimate. Now it has structure. It has bullet points. It has a calm tone. It sounds like someone objective looked at your feeling and confirmed it. But that is not always what happened. Sometimes the system just made your first emotional draft sound more convincing. This matters most when you are angry, lonely, jealous, ashamed, or scared. Those are the moments where human beings do not only need validation, we need orientation. We need someone or something to help us ask, what is true? What is a fear? What is a pattern? And what is just today's emotional weather? So if you use AI for emotional support, build in friction on purpose. Do not only ask, am I right to feel this way? Ask, what would I say if I were being fair to everyone involved? Ask, what part of this is a fact and what part is my interpretation? Ask, what action would I respect tomorrow? Not just what action would feel good tonight. That one question can save you from a lot of damage. Because the most dangerous advice is not always the advice that sounds cruel. Sometimes it is the advice that sounds loving, but quietly removes accountability, patience, and reality from the conversation. A simple rule is to never let the bot be the only place where a big emotional decision gets discussed. If you are about to end a friendship, send a message you cannot unsend, confront someone, quit something, or make a choice from a very charged state, slow it down. Use AI to draft. Use it to organize. Use it to see possible blind spots. But before you act, bring the decision back into the real world. Sleep on it. Talk to a person you trust. Check the facts. Ask what you would advise someone else to do if they were in your position. The goal is not to stop using AI. The goal is to keep your judgment strong while you use it.